All right, y'all. So here's the reality. If you're not living the life that you truly want to live, you're not being your authentic self, then you're a puppet. Because when you're a puppet, you're being told what to say. Your character's defined for you. You're being told where to go. You're only for people's entertainment. No one cares about you as a person. They just care about the fact that you provide them entertainment value. And when everyone goes back to their lives, no one is thinking about you. And I say this because I want to give you guys a story where I was a puppet, and it bothers the hell out of me even saying that word. Because when I was growing up in high school and even into college, but starting in high school, I had this narrative around me that I was this attractive brown guy that was a jokester. Right? No one thought about my smarts. No one complimented me on anything else. No accomplishments in my life. Granted, probably because I didn't have any, but I was always known for that, and people would just look for me for jokes, and it was always very surface level, right? I never felt like I had many deep bonds with anyone, besides one of my, close friends to this day. But outside of him and I had nobody, and it was very frustrating because I didn't see that. I was very naive to understand that people only wanted me around for their own entertainment. And I realized this because no one would ever hit me up to hang out. No one would actually look for me for any other life advice, which I really pride on because I felt like I had that type of value. And it just kept going on and on. So I felt like I was a puppet because it just felt like, man, I'm just acting like this person because people like me for this. But I know there's a lot more I can offer. And it always felt off. And this carried over into college. And because I went into an in-state college, I went to Arizona State University. So there was a lot of people that knew me from my high school and college. So they thought I was that same persona, that same narrative on me just stuck with me. And when people would ask me, what are you majoring in? And I would mention software engineering, they would give me this look on their face okay, that, as in, not an okay, as in okay, I see you, more okay, you're just lying to me. There's no way you could handle that. You're not that kind of person. Even some people would say, man, I thought you would be a business major, which is just I don't know what that's supposed to mean either, but at ASU, they'll look down upon that people would just do that major to have fun, right? But anyways, so the point is that if you're not living the way that you're trying to truly live, you got to stop hanging out with those people. You got to cut that off today. I'm telling you, I dealt with this for way too long. I'm saying this when I was in high school and college. I'm 27 now. I would say maybe the last year and a half I started being myself, but it was another 3 years after college where I was still in this kind of limbo of being a puppet because I wanted validation. And most people, I say this term puppet because I wanted you to feel it within that makes you mad. But in reality, all you want is validation. Right? You want people to accept you for who you are. You don't want to feel that you're not liked, so you act that way. But there's so much more to you. Right? You know that there's so much more within, and you just have to believe in yourself. Because what I'll say is I messed up on is that I didn't believe in myself. I gave people a reason to give a narrative of me because I didn't have that confidence to just do what I really want to do. But I want to empower you guys that when you do start to truly do what you want to do, okay, you weed out all the people that don't actually want you in your life, or not want you rather, but the people that don't actually care about you in your life. And it's basically just cutting the fat. So I went from having maybe 30, 40, 50 close friends, I felt for, I don't want to say 50, maybe between 20 to 30 close friends in my life. So now I'm down to 10 to 12. Even then it's probably 10, and it's better that way. And then you truly see who cares about you. And, by doing this, right, by taking this route, the people that you kind of cut the fat from, you'll start to notice that they don't really hit you up anymore. They don't really check in to see how you're doing because they never really cared. And the people that that always bring up old videos and remember that one time in high school with that one party where you like made a fool of yourself, or remember you said that funny thing that one time and that girl wasn't into you, but it was hilarious and everyone laughed at it. Like, those people, you gotta cut them off. That's the reality of it, because they don't want the best for you. They just want the memories of you that entertain you. They want the puppet side of you. But you're not a puppet anymore. You're a pioneer. Because a pioneer does what he truly wants to do. He knows it's a lonely road, right? He or she knows that it's a lonely road. But they're going to figure it out. I best believe you, they're going to figure it out one day or the other. And what you start to notice now is at a certain point in time, you get to the stage where those people that were looking for you for entertainment and stopped hitting you up when you decided to start doing what you really wanted to do, they start hitting you up. I actually had this happen to me like this week, where someone that I hadn't talked to in 6 months, 6 months, literally when I started to get into content creation, which is 6 months ago, they're asking, hey, how are you doing? Like, hey, we should catch up, yada yada, this and that. And you start to realize, like, okay, now they're trying to see what you're doing, because they see that, okay, this wasn't just some phony shit. Like, he actually is doing this. He understands that I've been giving him backlash. He understands that people might feel a certain way, but he's still doing it? That's crazy. And I'm not even saying this like to pat myself on the back. I want you guys to feel that success is a feeling. It's not a monetary value. So as you go on this journey, this pioneer route, detach yourself from money, okay? Like, I'm not seeing money yet, okay? But I feel great. It's 7:30 in the morning right now, and I'm freaking hyped up just talking about this because it's bringing back some memories. But don't worry about that. People can feel it within you, like how passionate you are about what it is that you're really doing. The money's going to come. Money is going to come. Like, just stay passionate, stay true to yourself. The right people will be there. And, I'm on this journey with you guys. So I want you to not make the mistake of me spending so much time to get out of this puppet mindset, this puppet lifestyle. Okay? You don't have to be that. You can do what you want to do, and I guarantee you, a lot more people are going to respect you than you realize. They're not going to say it. They're not going to like your stories. They're not going to comment on your pictures. They're not going to say anything. But they're watching. Because they're like, man, I remember that guy when he was this person, and he just was a shell of himself, and now he's just flourish. He's living his best life. He'll be an inspiration. And that's the point. That's what the narrative I'm trying to bring. And as you go on this pioneer route, you start to see your mind become more bulletproof. I want to bulletproof your guys' mind. It continues to keep growing. So I hope you guys like this video. As you can see, I'm very amped up to talk about this. This is very personal to my life. If you like this, comment. Let me know what you think. Did you guys deal with this growing up? Did people talk you down? And if so, tell me what it is that you really want to do with your life. Like, are you being your true self? If you're not, why are you not? So think about those things as well. Share with a friend that needs to hear this. Subscribe to me if you haven't. And I will catch you all in the next one.